and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Just completed a 12-hour stint at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and for the most part it was absolutely bang on. A couple of little issues. When the icon broke down and speedy passes, I mean, they just let an armada of speedy passes through. And I understand this. And I understand that speedy passes, people pay to get on the rides, but you know when the rides broke down and you've been in the queue for an hour and got wet, there was a bit of an issue there. Hello, you know, is what it is. But for the most part, it was a great day, so you can't fault it for that. Amstel, Draught, from the bar downstairs. Good carbonation on this. Golden pour, white head. Ice cold. Oh. Gotta say, not much of a nose on it. A lager malt nose, to be fair. Nice bite on the tongue. You'll get some that say there's bread, corn, malt, and all these other things. And half the time they're just reading it off the internet. If I'm being right, you know, or maybe I don't read it off the internet, you know. So say as I say, best way really. So gotta love the decor behind me. So I'm sat on the floor in our hotel room in the big blue hotel. Just trying to move the car across the road because it's free parking across the road for tomorrow. So there's me, 2 spots. I thought I'll back into one. Didn't think the spot was big enough, so I went to the next spot, tried to back in. 8 attempts to back in. I'm not even had a drink as well. And 8 attempts. You could hear hissing on the back wheel. So we pulled out, spun round, gone in first, gone in front ways, into the hover, the other one that I thought was too small, straight in, backed up, job good. You can't write it sometimes, can you? No, sometimes. And I'm not a bad driver. So for me to balls it up like that, supremely refreshing. And this is the thing about all lagers and beers. Today, we've been up since 7:30ish. Been down to breakfast, had a nice breakfast, nice buffet breakfast. It was nice to get back to normality. If I'm being honest, it was really, really nice. None of us were wearing face masks or anything like that. Buffet style breakfast again, go and up and help yourself. So for them who like 10 sausages, jobs are good. And we had a balanced breakfast, to be fair. Didn't eat too much because you've got to walk around with it on your belly. A couple of coffees and chocolates and that. And, you know, it was nice that normality on the park today. Apart from one or two idiots, because you always get idiots, don't you? You know, in life. You know, in any walk of life, there's always idiots. It's a sad factor of life. Not everybody's nice and decent. But went on all the big rides on the park today. Went on Infusion. My lad came off crying. It absolutely battered him from one side to the other with his head. Rough as hell. That ride needs looking at. You know, it's too rough for children. A bit rough for adults as well, in mind. I had 5 rides on Icon. Some on the front row, 1 on the back row near the end of the night. Oh my God, it was fast. Seen Sean Sambuck from Theme Park Worldwide. Only once though. He was on Icon in front of us, and on the back row we got on as well. The lad did. Yeah, and first time being there for 12 days. It was good. It was 12 hours rather, in 12 days.
12 days. Also, tell them about what I got.
Yep, my son picked up a nice Icon necklace. There you go.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Mini Wraggy
and
got a nice necklace.
Mini Wraggy, yeah, Mini Wraggy, Mrs. Wraggy, and Wraggy himself. But yeah, we had a good day. We got on loads of rides. There was good food in the. Went in a restaurant called Coasters, and to be fair, the food was pretty damn decent. The staff, the waitresses, they all did a really good job. I did feel sorry for one of them because the manager, to me, came across as a bit of an arse. And he was stood behind the bar, chatting up some young bird. And you could tell that they were getting on really well. And when the waitresses were coming across, the way he spoke to them is, there's a way of speaking to anyone. And I hate dickheads, I do. Fucking do. I hate it. And there's a right way and wrong way of talking to people. And there's no need for it, in life. Fucking idiot, That sort of stuff gets you a good hiding in a lot of jobs. But we thought it was good service. I had a chicken fajita wrap with corn salsa. No, not salsa. What's them chip things we had?
And what?
With the wrap.
Tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips, that was it.
With a salsa dip.
With a salsa dip. I know I've got it somewhere around there. Good thing the wife said to put me right, as she normally does. And some salad as well. I actually ate all my salad.
We had fajita chicken.
Yeah, that's what I put. Yeah, I said that. And it was good. I mean, today really on the old park, managed to get on Revolution. We managed to brave the steps. Me and my son did. My wife had to bottle it halfway up, and I totally understand because I was getting to the top of the steps, and I was absolutely. If anybody's ever been to Revolution, the ride itself is actually it's a good ride. It's got some poke to it, but it's nothing in the grand scheme of things. But it's them bloody steps you go up and down. Because they're open steps, they really do give you a walloping. And went on big one as well, me and my son. And it's a scary old ride, that is. I don't feel safe on it. I've been on Shambhala at Portaventura, which is like 30 to 40 foot higher. And I've also been on Red Force at Ferrari-land, which is another 100 foot higher. And it feels less scary than the big one. That first drop down and over that first hump, I'm holding on for dear life. Once I got used to it, I was totally fine. So, anyway, back to the lager. 8 minutes in, talking about Amstel. So yeah, golden looking pour in this light. Still good carbonation, little white head. Sweetness to the taste. Obviously, lager malt nose. Bit of bite to it. Very easy drinking, mind you. And like I say, at any time, any lager, any beer can hit the spot. Today, after a long day at the pub, we've had a long day. It has. It's been a long day. This just absolutely hits that spot nicely. And hopefully I haven't punctured the wheel on my tyre somehow. Hopefully it was just the fact that I was on the curb. There's some things you just don't need. It's one thing after another sometimes. But hey, I suppose that's life, and that life treats you sometimes. So, for this lager, for me, very nice. And because it's been such a long day, it's absolutely freezing cold. It just totally hits the spot. Against other lagers, a good 4.3 out of 5. Yeah, that's spot on. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of camera. Thank you all for watching, and see you soon. Cheers.